evening, chaps and chapettes. It's been nearly 2 years to the day since I've managed to get in here. I got a little tip off by a mate, which much appreciated. If you're watching, you know who you are. That it was open. So I couldn't wait. I literally got all my gear together, jumped in the car, and come straight here. God, it was a bit of a squeeze to get through. And I think this is going to lead us straight down to somewhere we can't go, but I'll take you around and show you anyway. I'm really sorry guys, but I forgot to hit the record button. We've come down about 2-3 flights of stairs just like this one. And as obviously I thought I said, but I didn't, my hunch is this is going to lead us down into some engine rooms that are full of oil, and you're not going to be able to get across it because it's, last time I was here it was probably knee deep, so I imagine it's a lot worse. I can smell the oil, hence why I've got the mask on straight away. You can see all the remnants of the oil the closer down you get, but I've never been in this entrance, so I could be wrong. But Jesus, this is going down some. This is probably what, maybe 6 flights now. It looks like it's taken us straight into the tunnel, boys, doesn't it? Yeah. This must be the other compound. This must be the other side. Surely not, though. Is it end here? Does it end? Alright, everyone watch your feet then. I tells him to watch his feet, look, and he steps straight in it. No, Duncan. Look at that. I've never been to this bit, but these are the fuel tunnels. If you go onto my YouTube, someone's left a massive pair of bolt croppers there, an axe, a bag and waders. So this does, yeah, look. And I think it's through here maybe. There's bags and bags of stuff.
Tools.
It is. Maybe there's people down here, guys. There's people down here then, isn't there? There's an old tilly lamp over there as well. So guys, we're looking at this, there's stuff everywhere. But who knows? I'm going to have a look in here because it looks cooler, an old proper shelter. Now we are deep underground in a chalk hill, a big chalk hill, and these are secret fuel bunkers that would have filled up, well, hopefully if we get to them I'll show you, that would have been full of fuel and oil, and the ships would have been able to come right down to the harbour and secretly fill up without anybody knowing. Does it turn on the torch?
Yeah.
That's handy to know. Let's leave it all there.
Yeah, obviously.
I reckon that's, yeah, I'm just saying I reckon there's people down there. Yeah, it leads straight out the other side. Eh? What have you found? Nothing. Yeah, so there is random stuff everywhere, and my hunch was right. This leads us straight into the oil room. That's oil. That's a bit weird, isn't it? There's loads and loads of stuff there, just sort of sat there. Yeah, I bet it'll get very slippery. This is when you should be putting bags on your feet. Like everyone else does, you can see them everywhere. You don't want to step on one of them, you'll go flying. And there's the old hut.
It's gone down.
The water level has dropped. You ain't gonna get across that though, are you? Eh? Yeah, but I don't think we're gonna get, because you've got to go to there. There's the engine room. See that bit over there? Yeah. That leads you out into the tunnel. No, over there. Give it a go. Right guys, I'm going to pause this and I'll get back to you once we're sort of equipped. So by getting booted up, I literally mean make yourself some welly boots. These bad boys. Nike Air Jerusalems. So we're going to head down there. My torch, I think, is running out of battery because I can barely see anything. But I'm going to run it until I get to the main parts and then change the battery because who knows how long we'll be down here. Get back to you in a minute. So guys, we've walked down and I mean this is disgusting in oil. So I'll probably put my phone away in a minute because I have no idea how bad it's going to get. But the last time I was here, I actually got to there. I'll show you in a minute when I go round there, guys. But when I was there, I always wanted to look in this because it looks like a little office cabin. And there's literally nothing in it, so. Now I know it's poor lighting at the moment, it's because my battery's dying. I just literally want to use it to get through this crap bit and then I'll sort my batteries out. Right, we're getting deeper again here, not much, but... Hey? Did he? Yeah, I stood on this toolbox last time, didn't I? This big toolbox. Oh, I can't get through there with my backpack on. Oh man, this is disgusting. Oh. I mean, literally, guys, look. Things I do for history. Wow. Ooh. Someone attempted the dinghy. So these are the engine rooms, which you can't even really pick them up on here. Once I get up there and I'm a bit drier, I will, I'll change my battery, but last time we were here, we climbed sort of along this, and down here, you can see the water line, it was up over this, for sure. So now we need to Den's all the way over there. What's in that room? What do you say? So I think we're going to have to climb up. Hey? I can't understand a word you're saying. Right guys, I'm going to put you in my pocket, climb up on these, stick a better torch on and get you some better footage. So guys, we've managed it, we've got across. Yeah, I've got my boots on. Now if any of you see my Urban History Facebook group, that look familiar? This is where I first took the picture all that time ago, and if you look carefully you can actually still see the history. So if you like, this is where it all began. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk right up to the other entrance and then I'm going to start recording, and I'll try and give you all the best bits. But we're lit up, and I'm going to start again, come right back. Right guys, we have walked up the Mammoth Hill, right up to the massive sealed entrance, and now we will descend into the darkness and hopefully not fall over with the... I'll tell you, if anybody wants some of these, hit up my Facebook or my YouTube. I'll give you 10% discount on these bad boys. Or if you want any of these style ones, lady ones,
these are not ladies, they're transsexual.
I think you'll find your boots have come right through the bottom. Look at the other one, the other side. So if you don't, these ones are not very reliable, but if you want these ones...
Fuck. Right, see if I'm not bad for anything.
There's some cling film down there. So, this is completely downhill. Again, it doesn't do it justice, but this is a hell of an angle, to the point I'm worried I'm going to slip over. So, the last time I did this explore, I had a terrible camera, terrible light, wasn't experienced in filming whatsoever, so I'm hoping to do it a bit more justice this time. I am holding it in my hand because I didn't think a gimbal down here would be a good idea. And I will be coming in and out because this tunnel's huge, and you will otherwise just be watching the same thing over and over again till eventually we get there. So Duncan? Oh, he's taking photos. So I just wondered where you were. I might show you a bit of how steep it is, maybe. No, it's not going to do it justice, is it? So, like I was saying, these were built in the 1930s. They go very deep under a chalk hill, and they are fuel bunkers. So, I would have put all the information up at the front of this, so you'll know the ins and outs of the bits I miss. But the objective was to have secret fuel hidden, so the Allies, Germans and stuff wouldn't target it, so the ships could come into port and fuel up and oil up and everything they needed to do secretly, without anybody knowing that these were, you know, where the fuel was coming from. As the years gone on, I believe they became derelict in the 90s, and they've been an urbex site ever since, really. They get sealed, and then sometimes you're just lucky enough to get back in them, and we are tonight. Been wanting to do these ones again for ages. Now I've got a decent torch and everything else. There's also pipes that run right down to the waterfront from here, obviously, which would have carried the oil and the fuel. And when they built the houses in this area, the owners and the people had to sign forms, waivers or whatever, if you like, to say that the pipes wouldn't be touched. Now I reckon they're probably like that run all the way down. But these are your tanks. So as you can see, you've got a level gauge there, which would have told you how much was in there. That's your lift. There's actually a lift you can operate from this part that would have come up and down, I'm assuming, and that's where you would have been able to see into the top of them. Now all the way down is pretty much these. Some of them are in better condition than others, but they are all pretty much the same. Now takes you into the engine rooms, which I believe takes you into the other compound. This is not the only tunnel here. There are several tunnels, but this is the only one, and the biggest one, I believe, that you can get to. But I've been researching and trying for a very long time to try and get in the others, and I'll continue to do so. I've been left on my own. So I'm going to stop talking now because I'm doing a bit much. I'm just a bit excited. I don't know if you can tell. and I'll show you some of the original features of this place. It's absolutely pitch black. Ew! Still hear it going. Oh, you're big and clever, aren't you, mate? That's exactly what you are. Whoever did that. One of them. Oh, John Cena's been down here. That was number 9. Number 8. And we'll just casually take a look at these as we go. That looks like it's a wooden floor. That may be stupid, but I think it is. And there's a light up there. That's interesting. Den's new improved feminine boots. Yeah, did a bit. Right, try and take some good pictures of me as well, Dunk. I ain't got any for my site really of me. Maybe like that as well. Yeah? Nice, sorry guys, it's just I ain't really got any pictures. So, let's get on with it. This place is so cool. Just goes on and on. Not quite as long as Farley, I don't think. Like I say, it's pretty repetitive, but it's still...
You can't see further than that.
I can. Come over here and look.
Oh, yeah.
That'll either take you into the tankers or into the next compound. This here literally just takes you into a room, but I'll share it with you all anyway. Working, I just love it. Urbex Lunatics. (1982 to 94). Sorry, what?
Did you say it was an engine room or a tank or something?
Well, the bit we came down was the engine rooms. Yeah, there'll be oil everywhere, bro, because all these were full up. These were all tanks. The bits we're looking at that I'm showing you in there are tanks. You'll probably end up in a tank. Yeah. So, like I said, they are all pretty much the same, but I'm really intrigued about that roof. I'm not just imagining it, peeps, am I? That is, from what it looks like, wood. I don't think it is, but it looks like it. It looks like it's loads of planks. So yeah, we'll walk down, see how it goes. Now, it was always my thing. I haven't been in here since the end of 2017, maybe the beginning of 2018. And I've tried regular. Anytime I'm round this way, I'll always pop in. It's in a bit of better condition. I'll always pop in, but it's always been really well sealed in every entrance that I've known of. And then all of a sudden, this one has still got its lift in it. And it's lights and stuff. So, little things like that. I know it's silly, but I love it. Little buttons and stuff that still function. So that's pump number 5. Sorry, tank number 5, not pump. When we walked up here, and I said to you guys I'd film when we got to the other end, we were walking up to it, and you see this? Someone had filled it up with loads of stuff, so it looked like a person stood there. I come past thinking there was someone slumped against it. Yeah, it was horrible. There you go. There's a blast from the past, Duncan. Den doesn't know your name, does he? Now it's just Facebook. Now everyone knows. Yeah, come have it. You don't know what his second name is, do you? Duncan. So, how fresh that looks as well. And that was like about 2 years ago. There's chalk everywhere, bro. As you walk around, you'll just see it on the floors. Yeah, so we're just going round the bend here, look. We go round the bend, and then it just goes on and on again. So I'm trying to keep the video relatively short because it is repetitive. Duncan, don't forget to take lots of photos. Make sure you take loads of Den's feet, his new shoes. Oh dear. You can tell when you're getting close to where all the oil's leaked, because you can always tell when you're getting closer to that nasty bit because of the damp and the way the air just changes and the walls get all proper decayed and oh, he ain't out making a racket. Listen to him, he looks like something out of a fucking zombie apocalypse bloody movie. Look. He's like Jason, look at him. What an idiot. Gotta love Duncan. Good job, Duncan, good job. So yeah, very, just the same, but that is number 3. Pump number, said it again, tank number 3. So this is the famous location that my favourite photo I've ever took, really, was of that. Probably from about here, with an urban history written on it. If you see at the beginning of my intro, it sort of goes to that. Yeah, well, I thought it was cool. Like this. Proper nasty and decayed. I love it. And that's probably the pattern I'm seeing up there, thinking that it's wood when it's not. So that's the room in which we came in. So I didn't film that bit for you, did I? So basically, I'll come back here, but we came up the ladder there and into here. I can tell you one thing, you would not want to run out of battery for your torch down a place like this. I mean, this thing, because it's so powerful, for some reason it eats the battery really quickly. So if any of you explorers out there have got a really good torch, lasts a long time and is powerful and everything else, hit me up with what you use. Let me know in the comments what everyone uses. I'm tempted to get myself an O-light. But I know there's a lot of other stuff on the market that can be just as good, so let me know. So guys, this is literally now becoming a really, I don't even know if you can see the dust in the air. You can through my torch. See it on the end of my torch? Which is why I'm wearing a mask. I am going to pause you and walk a bit further down. If I see anything interesting, I'll let you know, but literally all you're going to see otherwise is this for about another 10 minutes. So there's the boys in that up there on their way down. So I'm going to give it a pause and get back to you. So another 10 minutes of walking or so and we're at the end. Yeah. Do you think this is only one compound, guys? There's like 2 of these at this length and loads of other ones. One comes from quite a local, 2 of them actually come from a fort that cross paths with this somewhere, either above it, below it, or into it, who knows. See, these are my favourite little things like this, because I can now go home and I can look that up and find out what they are and how old they are. And hey, yep, there it is. So the reason I said that is the last time I was here and I went to another entrance, I posted this through to see whether this was the actual entrance, and it is. Duncan, calculator on the floor here. Right, sorry guys, I'm getting distracted. So it says south entrance, fireport. Sorry, fire point. Fireport. Bloody getting me words, ain't half getting me words muddled up today. The people have tried to dig down. Yeah, so it's been pretty well sealed up again. Welded from the outside last time I looked. But what an incredible place. What a treat to be able to explore. Ooh, look at that. I know we're a bit off topic, but look at that. Oh, that's not very nice. I didn't like that at all. What? Down here there's a big funnel web. Looked into the funnel web and there's a big spider there, and as I shined my torch down on it, it walked into its house. Managed to record it, and there's a big gnarly false widow up there. So yeah, not a fan. Yeah, looks like it's been cleaned up fairly recently. And it looks like something might have been stuck in here at some point. Could have been a fox or something, who knows? It was stuck in here and it's tried to dig out. Or somebody else has, who knows? Yeah, Den. You wanted some chalk, didn't you? Chalk. There's loads of chalk. Last time I was here, I took a bit of chalk home for the kids. They still use it to draw in the garden with. Got to join the football club, ain't you, like we did in Farley. There goes my wheelie print. So, I ask you guys this all the time, so my assumption is you just don't know, the same as me. Why, every time I turn my light on, do I keep getting these lines in the script, and then when I turn it off and start again, it's fine? Why do I keep getting lines in my screen? Maybe it's something I should just Google. I know who that is. So guys, we have gone one end to the other. I will put up loads of history and everything else to this place because it will be sealed very soon and it will probably be a long time before we get back in here again. But let's just say the missus was not happy I coming out on an explore, but she understood that this is one I've been desperate to do again for ages, and sometimes you've just got to piss people off to get what you want. So yeah, she's a good girl really. She puts up with a lot of crap from me. I'll put up with more from her though. I'm making a video. So yes, I'm going to get back to the engine rooms and get down there and light that side of things up for you, and then I'm going to make my way out because, well, and the rest are going to just walk back and forward. Not really much else to see. Don't actually even know if I've introduced my brother Den. He's part of the team now. Comes out with us on explores, which is always good. And we've always got OBD, Duncan. If you want to know what OBD means, you'll have to message me. So anyway, enough chit chat. Let's get back to the engine rooms. Yeah, so like I say guys, this is the worst part because it's just minging. But I'm going down. There's Dunk. Want to film me going down just so they can see first of what we've got to actually do and how slippy it is. I suppose I'm going to have to take that off you, ain't I?
Well, I'll hand it down to you. Or is it too far?
I think it will be too far. Maybe just put it in your pocket, Dunk, if you've got a zip up.
Yeah.
Press pause and mark it down, put it in your pocket.
You want that one take off?
No, I'm fine. Or can you pass it?
Nah. I'll just put it in my pocket.
Yeah, stick it in your pocket. So, as promised, now I have my battery in. I will show you this place. That's what we walked all across, man.
I will not on the way out.
Mank. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck that, I'm gonna put this machine. I'm not scared.
That's what I did last time I was here, but it's a lot.
I'll walk across there, Chris. Done that and I'll have it on the heart.
So I'm walking across this thing, which is a mank. And unfortunately, I know why all those tools and things are at the entrance. Because of this. Someone had the bright idea to get in here and just try and get in a situation where I can leap for this without dropping everyone, because I've got a torch and a camera. Oh, right, here we go. And get up here. Oh. Okay, right. You're right. These are the big engines. Great place. It's just somebody once upon a time opened up. This was absolutely pristine. A few people I know told me who had been here, you know, a long time ago, and somebody opened some valves or something in here, which is subsequently why it completely flooded. Now my camera skills are not going to be great because I'm heading the same route as Dennis. I'm going to climb over all of this. Hey? Yeah, I'm just getting a real good look in this place, because the last time I got to this point, even though I had a terrible torch, it was just starting to die.
Dust everywhere, so these photos are terrible.
Yeah, they will be terrible. Look at that dust, guys. Look. You see that on my flight? It's just everywhere. Hence why I'm wearing my mask. So I'm gonna get across to there, I think, and sort of climb across, or do I just get down and walk round through all the sludge? So guys, I'm gonna pause you and put you in my pocket before I have an accident. So guys, I am back in the mank, about to climb up about 8 flights of stairs. So I'll have a brief chat with you when I get to the top. So everyone, I'm pleased I've managed to get this far, as I didn't think we were going to. This video will probably be a few weeks old by the time you see it, because if I post it now, it'll be sealed within no time and none of you other explorers will get a go. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Give us a like and subscribe, leave a comment, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care, peeps.